Hello? Hello?
Good morning.
Thank you very much. Oh, can never find the right button.
Chair will be right with everybody, I'm sure.
Okay. I see my backdrop, but I assure you I am not in San Francisco. Can I just Wendy, could I record this? Are you letting me record it? Can I?
Yes, we're working on it right this second. Thank you for asking.
Please ask the host to give you permission to record. Okay. Host allows you to start.
Okay, great. We have that going now.
Okay. Recording. Record. Okay. I'm just gonna, in the interest, I don't mean to jump ahead, but in the interest of trying to be sure that I'm doing the right thing, I'm gonna see if I can share my screen, all right? One second.
You're on mute, Marion.
Okay, is everybody ready?
I'm working on it. Okay.
Oh, you all disappeared. Okay, that should not be up there.
Are you talking to me?
I'm getting Jonathan. I don't know what's on your screen, but what's on my screen is Mr. Beitler's.
Yes, I was trying.
presentation.
Yeah, I was trying to get my technical stuff there to share my screen so I can do my presentation. I have stopped sharing screen.
Okay, so are we ready to go?
Yes.
All right. Welcome to the March 5th, 2021 meeting of the Knox County Board of Assessment Review. The meeting will come to order. This is a public proceeding, and unless the board specifically votes to go into executive session, you have a right to hear everything that is being said and to look at all of the exhibits that are offered. Please notify the chair if you are unable to hear or see. Board expects that this hearing and the subsequent deliberation will take no longer than 2 hours in total. The board works from a prepared agenda. There is one item on today's agenda, the hearing of the appeal of Jonathan J. Beitler to this board of the denial of his appeal to the Camden assessor in the matter of the assessment of his property at 78 Mountain Arrow Drive, map 121, lot 138. Any person wishing to address the board may do so in accordance with the following procedures. The board will initially confirm with the applicant and the assessor the current assessed value of the property and the requested abatement amount. The board will then open the public hearing and ask the appellant to present his case briefly and concisely. The board has studied the submitted material, so please just present your points with your proof of them. And the board expects this part of the hearing to take no longer than 15 minutes. The board members will then have an opportunity to ask questions of the appellant, and the assessor will have an opportunity to ask questions of the appellant. The board will then ask the assessor to present his case briefly and concisely, presenting his points and proof of them. The board expects this part of the hearing to take no longer than 15 minutes. The board members will then have an opportunity to ask questions of the assessor, and the appellant will have an opportunity to ask questions of the assessor. When there's no further testimony from either side, the board will then close the public hearing for approximately 5 minutes to give persons who wish to listen to the board's deliberation time to log on to the site provided for that purpose. The board will then deliberate and make a decision on the abatement appeal. Following a decision on the appeal toward the end of the meeting or at a subsequent meeting shortly thereafter, the board will prepare a written decision that will be mailed to the applicant within 10 days of the board's vote. The board may receive any oral or documentary evidence, but such evidence is restricted to the subject matter of the agenda item. The board has studied the submissions of the parties. The board shall exclude irrelevant, immaterial, or unduly repetitious evidence. Citizens shall refrain from interrupting other speakers. Please raise your hand if you wish to be recognized and remain on mute when not speaking. This meeting is being electronically recorded, and it is very difficult to hear what's being said when multiple people speak at the same time. Citizens shall avoid personalities and conduct themselves in a civil, courteous manner expected of all meeting participants. Speakers should address questions through the chair. Speakers shall not attempt to engage in debate with other meeting participants. Any questions?
I actually don't have the link to listen to the debate, but perhaps Wendy could send that to me so I get it, but no other questions, ma'am.
Kelly,
I'm sorry?
I'm calling on Mr. Kelly.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just want to, if I understand what's about to happen, Dr. Beitler is intending to present evidence and information that was not filed 14 days ago. I assume that's why he was presenting his screen. And so everything that he's about to show you will be a surprise. We have not prepared for it. So I just want
I
to,
am prepared for it, so I have not seen it either, and I will deal with it when the time comes.
thank you.
Thank you. Okay. No other questions? Let us move to the first agenda item, the abatement appeal of Jonathan J. Beitler on his property at 78 Mountain Arrow Drive, Camden, tax map 121, lot 138. Anyone wishing to testify in this matter, please raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I swear to tell the whole truth.
That's the truth.
The truth, the
and-
whole truth, and
nothing
nothing
but
but.
the truth.
Truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Harry? You're muted.
Who's muted?
I
Harry,
swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
thank you very much. Everybody's in. Let us first confirm the ownership of the parcel. You show on your application, Jonathan J. Beitler. Is Mary Hayes also an owner?
Yes, ma'am. Mary
Okay,
Catherine Hayes.
that should have been on there. Thank you. Let us confirm the current assessed value of the property and the requested abatement amount. According to the application, the assessment of the land is $501,600. The assessment of the building, $2,149,600 for a total assessment of $2,651,200. Mr. Leishman, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Thank you. According to the application, the owner's opinion of current value is land, $501,600, building, $1,281,300, total of $1,782,900. Mr. Beitler, is that correct?
I'd like to sort of delay that answer until my presentation, if that's okay.
Well, we need to know what you're asking for.
$2,045,000 for the total assessment. So the building figure is wrong. The land is okay. I have the exact figure if you need it.
That's fine. All I need is a total figure that you're looking for. Okay, I do not have my calculator handy, so I do not know what the difference is, but I presume that is greater than 10%. Has anybody on the board got a calculator handy that they can?
Yes, that's more than 10%.
Okay. The appellant is citing that the assessment is manifestly wrong because the assessment was fraudulent, dishonest, or illegal. Mr. Leishman, tax year for the abatement requested is 4/1 of what year?
The abatement application 4120.
Okay, and that is called fiscal year
2021.
2021. Okay. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. I would entertain a motion to stipulate that the appellant has or does not have standing in this matter by virtue of his ownership of the property. All in favor? Oh, we haven't had a motion yet. I'm sorry.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you very much, Mr. Murphy. Second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I would entertain a motion to stipulate that the appellant's application to this board was or was not timely filed. Motion?
I'll make that motion. I'd like to make a comment as well,
Before or after?
for discussion.
Okay,
I'll second the motion then, so we can discuss.
second, and then we will go for discussion. Mr. Murphy?
We have two abatement requests. One is dated April 1st, 2020. The second is dated April 1st, 2021, which was received a day after the first one. I would like to have a discussion at some point as to each one of these abatement requests. They are not the same.
No, we are handling, what we are hearing is the one that is dated fiscal year 2021.
Correct.
We are not hearing the one that is dated fiscal year 2020.
Right.
I thought we just said that, that we were handling 2020, which is the fiscal
It
year.
is April 1st of 2020. It is called fiscal year of 2021.
Okay.
Are we good? Jim?
No. So my confusion is I believe we have two abatement requests, one of which is dated April 1st, 2021, which has not occurred as yet and is not timely. We have
Which is why we're not hearing it.
right. So the one that is dated April 1st, 2020 has a separate set of numbers on it. And I view these two as two separate requests. One that is not timely, April 1st, 2021 has not occurred, and there's no commitment by the town of Camden yet, effective that date.
Okay, Mr. Leachman just cleared that up. When I asked him, the tax year for which the abatement is requested is 4/1 of what year, and he said 2020.
Correct. That's what's identified as their fiscal tax year.
No, that is what is addressed as their tax year. Then their fiscal year is 2021, which references April 1st of 2020.
Correct. And that's not what's on the application.
On the one I've got.
I have two.
Okay, I've got the one that is, the one that I'm hearing is received December 27th, 2021. Or 22nd, I can't remember. I can't see if there's a tail on the bottom of that.
Correct. On that application, it says April 1st, 21.
Right.
That hasn't occurred yet.
That's right. That's why I checked with Carrie to see that it was April
So is
1st.
So my question is this application incorrect?
Yes, the application is incorrect.
And then the other application we have, which is dated December 21st of 20, says April 1st, 2020 on it. Is this one not in effect?
Well, it has the wrong fiscal year.
We have two abatement requests,
Yes.
and the abatement amount on each one are different.
Okay, so would we like to
Clear that up.
clear that up? Yeah. You have a motion?
Well, we've got a motion on the table. We're
Okay.
in discussion.
Anybody want to withdraw that motion, or you want to deal with it? You want to vote on it? What would you like to do? Mr. Kelly would like to be recognized. Yes,
I do not have, I was never provided the second application. The only application I have that I received from the county states for in paragraph 10, tax year for which abatement requested April 1, 2021. I don't have the second abatement application.
well, the second one that you're referring to was actually prior.
I don't have that one either, so.
No, because it was never accepted for hearing because it was not the appropriate fiscal year.
Okay, so if we can agree that the application that says April 1st, 2021 should say April 1st, 2020 for the fiscal year 21.
Yes, that's how it should read.
And I'll amend my motion to make sure that we address that accordingly.
Okay.
Marion,
So, okay, number 10 on the appellant's application should read tax year for which abatement requested April 1st, 2020. Fiscal year 2021. Everybody in agreement on that? Yes, Lauren?
I note that it was also signed, it says December 21, 2021. So I think that these were just perhaps typos and it should have said 2020. Is that,
You're talking about where it says stamped received?
Oh,
no,
we're
on-
talking about page
page-
3 of 3.
right, page 3.
3 of the application of the appellant.
well, it appears the appellant knew when he was, what date he was signing this application. It seems like, to me, this
What would we
abatement
like to do?
request is for a year that hasn't been committed yet.
Okay,
If we go by the applicant's, right beside his own signature is the date.
okay. So how would we like to do this? Anybody have a motion to clarify anything?
I think we need to find out from the appellant if number 10 was a typo and if the signature date was a typo, or if there was something else intended.
No, can I speak?
Yes,
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm obviously unclear about the dates. So what it should have been was April, I forget, April of 2020 is the tax year, is the year. The fiscal year should have been 2021, as the chairwoman started to say at the beginning.
okay, and about the date at the signature?
I'm not sure how I could have made that mistake, but I obviously did. I'm sorry. It hasn't, I promise you it wasn't signed December of 2021, because obviously that hasn't happened yet.
It hasn't happened yet, yes. Okay, so is everybody good with those corrections? Would somebody like to make a motion that we accept those corrections, or what is your other, if you have any other pleasure? Yes, Martin?
I just want to point out too, at least on my copy, on page 1, upper right-hand side, it says received 12/22/2021. Just if we're going to clean these dates up, I just want to make sure
Okay,
that's. understood,
Very
too.
good eye.
Yep.
Thank you.
Maybe we were all thinking ahead.
It's the COVID.
If I might, Madam Chair, this is confusing because the one I have says 2012, 22, 2020. It doesn't say 2021.
Evidently, you have the wrong one then.
This is the one that on paragraph 10 says 2021 as well.
That's how mine reads. 12/22/2020.
Okay, I just had something arrive. Oh, my goodness. Okay, now this is a different one from what I have.
Mine is 2021. Mine is 12/22/2021.
So Tammy and I have the same thing.
Okay,
And I have that one as well.
Wendy has just brought in one that says received 12/22/2020. So I don't know where that. Okay, can we just state what the dates should be and vote on them?
Is the other application the same information? I mean, if we're looking at different
No, it's only
applications,
2 pages.
Good question, Tammy.
we can't have half of the board looking at one application and half looking at another. I'm not okay with that.
And we need to make sure that the town of Camden has the right documents as well.
Okay, evidently. All right, the received number has been changed because it is the same received, and the 2021 was changed to 2020. I presume that was noticed when it arrived. But I have a copy of it that says 2021, as do you all. So can I have a motion that says it was received 12/22/2020? And that the tax year is April 1st of 2020 and the fiscal year is 2021, and that it was applied for on December 21 of 2020. And then we will deal with those facts afterwards. Is that motionable? Evidently not. Anybody have any other ideas of something to do? Jim?
I'd like to ask the town of Camden what document that they have and see if we can work from that document.
All right, Terry, you're up.
Document that I have says it was received 12/22/2020. I agree with Jim that number 10 says April 1st, 2021, and it was signed December 21st, 2021. I also note that the appellant just stated that the assessed value should be $2,045,000. That is not what is on this application.
Correct.
No, it is not.
It's
The point, okay, so are we gonna deal with the dates or are we gonna deal with the amount that's being asked for? Yes, Lauren?
Do we all have as 8C 1782900? Is that
Yes.
what everyone looking
Yes,
at the same
We
one?
all do.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
the appellant just mentioned in his acknowledgement of what he's asking for, that he is not asking for that now, he is asking for $2,045,000.
okay. Well, it sounds like we're probably all looking at the same thing and maybe somehow the received date was just different on a couple. I'm not sure why, but it sounds like we have the same numbers.
Right. So are we going to have a motion on accepting the application as timely filed, or are we going to not have a motion on? I mean, you can move. Yep, Mr. Kelly.
I appreciate that people are looking at page one of multiple applications at least. What is important before you decide the application is the one you're going to proceed with or not would be whether or not page two is different than what the town has.
No, I've looked at both of them and they are the same. Okay, we have a motion on the floor that it was timely, was or was not timely filed, that it was timely filed as a motion. Would we like to continue with that motion, or we'd like to withdraw that motion, or what is your pleasure?
I'd like to amend the motion to show that the application was timely filed for the document that says on line 10, April 1st, 2021, changed to 2020 with a signature and that is also corrected 21 December 21 to 21 December 2020. And
I'll
we'll-
second that.
and then deal with the amounts afterwards.
That's right. We're dealing with the timely filed at this point. Yes. We have a second, Martin. Thank you. Any further discussion on that
Yes.
topic?
So is that the proper way to handle this? I mean, if we've had an application that was filed to us improperly, even down to as something as simple as the date, is this the right manner to go about, just for us correcting what we think should be right? We can't speak for the applicant, right?
Well, the applicant has spoken, and the applicant has said that he meant,
That's okay. I just don't have a warm fuzzy feeling about this.
well, none of us do.
Being the way they are.
Can I ask
Mr. Beitler,
being in the Army for 39 years, I actually write dates different than you all do. So I use military style. Is it possible that I actually put the 21 and the 20 military style, so 21 and no, that's not it. Okay, it was just a thought.
No. It's 21 December 2021 on the signature.
It was just a thought.
We've corrected the dates. I'm happy. I don't disagree with Tammy, but I'm happy at this point.
Okay, we can deal with, all right, would we like to please, all in favor of,
Marion,
yes, Wes?
how long does he have, to appeal the assessor's decision? Because that date is September 14th.
Date of assessor's decision was the 14th of September of 2020.
9 days.
60 days from that,
Is it 60 days from that or 60 days from receipt?
correct, 60 days from receipt. Do we have any evidence of the receipt of the assessor's decision? Did we send that? Mr. Kelly? Do you have anything in your file?
No, but I would respectfully suggest that you've got to use the date that the applicant provided.
Okay, so then perhaps it was not, if it should have been the 14th of November of 2020, even providing 10 days for mailing, the 24th of September of November 2020, then he still has not got the application in. Okay, I'm seeing hands. Martin, was yours first?
Yeah, if, just clarification, 60 calendar, 60 business.
Calendar.
Ah, interesting. I
Calendar.
don't believe the law says that. I don't think the law says either.
Calendar.
Yeah. Tammy, what was your comment?
Well, you're talking November and we have September on this application, so I just want to
Well,
make
I'm
sure
saying,
that
okay, 60
our
days
dates are the
from,
same.
60 days from September 14th, adding 10 days for potential mailing is still November, which is before December.
Right.
Which is when he applied. Is anybody following where I'm going?
Yes, I am following where you're going. So
Yes, Jim.
on the dates provided, the date from the town is October 21st. The date on the application is December 21st, received the 22nd. Right on the margin.
Well, since there's no proof of when it was received by the appellant, that I think is where we're in a fuzzy place. Yes, Martin?
Well, I'm still conflicted with the September 14th date, the date of assessor's decision.
Okay. And you are conflicted how?
Well, because Jim said the letter from Camden was October 21st, but the date of the decision was the 14th of September. I feel like we're going down quite a rabbit hole here.
Well, yes, we certainly are, but it's an important rabbit hole, unfortunately. Okay, the letter, I have here the letter from, I don't. I need the letter from the town denying the abatement request. Sorry, I cannot.
Yeah, that's dated October 21, 2020.
Okay. So that date on number 12 of the application is just plain not possible. Could not have gotten it a month before it was written.
That's correct.
Okay. Well, we have on the table
Martin,
a motion by Martin. Yes, Martin.
Just a question. I mean, is there anybody from either side that can tell me what the 14th of September means? Is that another error? What is the relevance of that? Did Carrie issue any decisions at that time?
Terry, do you have the date of when your denial to Mr. Beitler?
I'm looking at a letter I wrote October 21st, 2020. I don't really know where the September date is coming from.
Okay. So I am so confused. Have we voted upon changing the date that it was received, changing the tax year, changing the fiscal year, and changing the year at the signature?
We have not. That motion is still on the
That's
floor.
still, okay.
Can I speak, Mary?
Martin?
Well, actually, Tammy was first.
Okay, Tammy?
As I said earlier, I don't think that it's for this board to assume dates. And now we're going to assume another date when we have a letter from the town assessor dated after that. I think we need to stop these proceedings. And I think that if Mr. Beitler wants to bring us back and refile with the correct information, I think that would be the important thing to do rather than us move forward with this hearing and there be all these assumptions, because assuming isn't a good thing.
Martin?
I agree with Tammy. I think, it's, I too am uncomfortable making assumptions on dates and times here. It's just too much in conflict in my mind. And I'm uncomfortable making these decisions on the fly.
Okay,
I'm happy to hear the case when it's correct.
Mr. Kelly?
Yeah, I appreciate the idea, but of trying to reconcile all of these errors on one page. But I have to reinforce that there was a deadline for the appeal. And there was a
Yes.
and there was a deadline for submission of evidence. And you have to, if you find this application is insufficient because of the errors, then I think you should find that. I do not think you should reopen for additional filings at this point. You have before you what you have, and deadlines are jurisdictional. If the application was not filed timely, as you were just discussing, you would not have jurisdiction. I don't think you can change the jurisdiction to change the deadlines, as much as I appreciate the concept that this is incredibly confusing.
Okay, Mr. Beitler.
I think that we forget that there was a great deal of mail delay towards the end of the year, and we're talking weeks of mail delay, at least in Camden. I don't know, you all live in very close localities. I think that that if you give 10 days, and I think 10 days in most years is perfect, but if you give 10 days in most years, if you give 10 days, as was pointed out, I'm right on the cusp. And if you realistically say that the mail was delayed because of COVID and the pandemics, that the benefit of the doubt has to go to me, especially because there is some uncertainty. I'm okay if you want to I'm okay if you want me to refile. I obviously didn't mean to put December of 2021 by my signature. That was obviously a mistake. And I'm okay. What I'm not okay with is not granting me the ability to present. I think I have really great arguments that I think that you will agree with. But I'm okay if you want me to refile. I'm not okay losing it. I have the first decision in 2018. I went before the board, and then I went to the Superior Court. It was overturned on a technicality in that I served the town attorney, and then the town selectman, and really I should have served the town assessor, which I didn't realize, not having an attorney. I was trying to do my best, but my point is I lost 2 years of time as the judicial system came to a grinding halt with COVID. So I expect to win this hearing, and it's just a question of what year it gets extended to. Another thought is that you could hear the evidence I have now and then decide in retrospect if you want to hear it or you want to do it again. Either way, I think I should have my day in front of you.
Okay, Tammy, you had your hand up.
Right. So two things. It's not only the date next to Mr. Beitler's signature that's wrong. There's many errors just on that first page that we're looking at. And secondly, I just want to make sure that Mr. Beitler understands that really what we're here to review is the written documentation that was presented to this board. That information was shared with the town of Camden as well. And we can't take new testimony. And if you found evidence that you believe could turn this in your favor, that should have been presented at the same time you presented your written documentation to the Knox County Board of Assessment Review. This isn't the type of proceeding where we can hear new information, unfortunately. So I just want to be clear.
Yes, I agree with Tammy on that. In order for the playing field to be level, the town should have the information that they need to defend from 2 weeks ahead of the hearing so that they can prepare a defense. And they should be before the 2 weeks so that they have time to prepare the defense. Mr. Beitler.
When I had this hearing in 2018, I prepared about 25 to 30 pages of a packet of information. At that time, the chairwoman was the only person who got, in fact, though I had delivered, it was in the time where you actually made 10 copies. Though I had delivered 10 copies, there's no question it was timely. It was actually only distributed to the chair. So the 9 other people didn't have that opportunity. So it's sort of hard for me to accept that.
I'm sorry, that's not true, sir. Mr. Cates,
Yeah, respectfully, I think it's really time to make a decision on whether we are going to move forward with this and.
okay,
continue
the
discussion.
motion is that the application to the board was timely filed. All in favor? All opposed? Unanimous? Okay. Therefore, since the,
Marion, Jim has his hand up. Sorry.
Jim, sorry, oh, and Mr. Kelly, you had yours up. I'm sorry. No? Okay. Mr. Murphy,
By my checking of the dates, I believe we are at, the application was filed either 61 or 62 days, depending on how one might count it. Based on the information before us, I would like to make that a finding of fact.
You need a motion? I'll make that motion.
okay. Yes,
Do you need a second for that motion?
yes,
I'll second that.
you.
Can I make a comment?
Okay, so the finding of fact would be the application was filed. How do you want to word that?
More than 60 days,
Pardon?
more than 60 days.
More than 60 days.
Is it more than 60 days from the receipt, sir? Or from when they made the decision? Because the law says it's supposed to be the receipt.
I object. I think that this is deliberation for us to comment as parties at this moment.
I have not seen any evidence of when the receipt was. So since one cannot prove when it was, we need to figure that if you refile at this point, it is going to be definitely more than 60 days from when you received it. Any other comments on that? Okay, so we need to have a so the testimony phase of this hearing is now closed. Are we all in favor of that?
Yes.
We still have a motion on the floor, Madam Chairman.
No, we voted it down. We voted that the appellant's
I
application
stand corrected.
was not timely filed.
I stand corrected.
Okie dokie. So are we going to move? Martin?
I think we have a motion on Jim's, finding of the application being received after 60 days. And I believe
Well,
that.
okay, he
seconded by
has set
Tammy.
that forth as a finding of fact.
Oh, okay, fine, okay.
We will consider that once we close this hearing and move to the findings of fact, which there will be a 5-minute interval. Okay, so is there a motion to close this hearing?
So moved.
Second,
Second, thank you. All in favor? Seven, thank you. All right, we will be back in about 5 minutes for a deliberation and findings of fact. Thank you very much. Meeting is closed.
This is Wendy. I just want to let you know, I have taken everybody that is not a board member and placed them in the waiting room. And now it's up to them if they want to click on the other link to watch the deliberation.
But they will not be able to participate.
Absolutely not.
No, we certainly don't need all those potential findings of fact, do we? No. I'm fine. Tom seems to have here, and Murphy seems to have disappeared. Okay, I've got 11:22. We are resuming the meeting of the Knox County Board of Assessment Review of March 5th, 2021. And we are looking for potential findings of fact. We have one that has been suggested. You're all in different places. Isn't that cute? Martin suggested that the first finding of fact is the application was filed more than 60 days from the denial of the abatement. Would you like to put a therefore on that, Martin?
I think actually Jim brought that up and I was seconding that for
Oh,
discussion.
that wasn't Martin. That was,
Yep.
okay. Sorry about
But
that.
it wasn't really a motion, it was just a finding of fact. If I can just, I've got to say this, I'm really, I don't know parliamentary exactly the right process, but I'm really uncomfortable with proceeding with too many findings of fact here because.
I've got about 3.
Yeah, so I guess to that end, you know, I guess I'm willing to hear what people's thoughts are, but I feel like we don't know what we don't know, and it doesn't make any sense to proceed.
We didn't hear anything, so there's nothing much to rule on. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tammy?
No, I would agree, of course. I would only agree to finding of facts that spoke to the inconsistencies that we discussed.
Right.
And therefore, we have decided not to hear it. We all didn't have the same information either.
No, it is my humble opinion, which carries no weight whatsoever, that we have no business ruling on any of the facts of the case because we did not hear the case.
That's right.
So, Lauren?
So I looked at this statute and 36 MRSA section 842 does say 60 days from the date the notice is received. So I'm wondering if we should include that on our application, like 12A, maybe, date received by appellant. I don't think it's never come up before.
Just
Right.
to-
To amend our application.
Yeah. But I
Okay.
mean, we were going from what he told us, which was September 14th. So even if the town had mailed it, you know, we're still talking, he would have received it in September, which we know is not true because of what the town provided. But based on what the appellant gave us, it was way more than 60 days.
Well, yes, and there's no way that even if we changed the dates and we were all fine with all changing all of those dates, that he was going to be able to submit a new application
Right.
in a timely manner. It
Right.
couldn't happen.
I think he made too many errors and we worked with what he gave us, but
Right,
And that's all we could do is work from what he gave us.
right. And kudos for all of you for finding all of those and pointing them out.
it's a lot.
I'm looking at the other facts and I didn't bother to look at the dates. Sorry, shame on me.
We did,
Okay, so who's claiming this potential finding of fact that the application was filed more than 60 days from? Okay, Jim, thank you.
I'll claim that.
Thank you. From denial. Okay, so are we good with the application was filed more than 60 days from denial, or do you want to dress that up at all? Martin?
Well, I guess I can agree with that as long as for me, I would need to have something on there that says we have no proof. Nobody supplied any proof of when it was received. We have no verification.
Okay, there was no proof of receipt of
Is it,
denial.
is it appropriate to say that the appellant recited the date of the decision as September 14, 2020, and that his application to us was made far more than 60 days after that?
Or even to include that the
Would be a
date
different
of
way. Yeah.
the assessor's letter is October 21st.
Mhm.
So we
That's
could
like,
have gotten a denial letter in September.
see, that's what I don't know, because what, should we just be looking at the application only? Or should we be digging on our own to try to find the date of the denial?
I don't think that's our job.
Or just simply
It's
state
their
that
job to apply properly and give us good numbers. Martin, you were saying something.
I was just simply stating that it is very apparent within the written documentation that we have that those dates are in conflict and we can't verify either one.
So there aren't any dates because we can't prove any of them.
Right?
We have no idea who knew what, when.
So maybe we list those parts of the application that are in conflict as finding of facts, I would say then. And also, I mean, if we're even going to go beyond all these date issues, you know, the applicant then changed his owner's opinion of current value as well.
Right.
At least 3 different numbers.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have no
But
idea
we need
where
to
he was
figure out how-
going with that. And
Sorry.
I'm not sure I want to know where it was going. Okay, so, oh God, where's the application? I've got too many papers.
There are multiple stop signs, but which one do we choose?
60 days.
Okay, so the date of the assessor's decision, number 12.
Right, that's a September 14th, 2020.
So we could say it was filed more than 60 days after that. I mean, it's true, but
It is true, although there was no decision on that date.
right, right. See, I guess my concern is that if we go from the October 21st date, we didn't get far enough to find out when that was received.
The discussion. at
Isn't
that
it our
point-
job to verify that the application is, the information on the application is correct before we dig into anything deeper?
Mhm.
I'm not sure.
All we have is the application is submitted. I only rule that we have a completely filled out application, which includes also the turn down letter from the town and the application to the town for the original abatement. And then if all decisions are made by the board, I don't decide anything.
Right, because that initial packet with this application to this board, if I put my information together, all came as one packet in which included the denial letter from this town of Camden. So we didn't have to go looking for that information. He included it in his packet to this board.
Yes, but unfortunately, he didn't write on it when he received it.
Well, he couldn't have received it in September if he got it in October.
Mhm.
I don't mean to
If it was
be,
written in October. Yeah.
I don't mean to sound, you know, one way or
Oh,
the
yeah.
other. It's the applicant. It's just that it's already written there in black and white. It's not for us to interpret. It's an error on their part.
Are these letters of denial sent regular first-class mail, or are they sent
Oh, they're sent with
certified mail?
return receipt requested.
That's how I send mine.
Well, then Carrie should have
Anything
that
that
in.
is, date sensitive is always sent with the green card.
So it's not up to Carrie to prove that, though. It was up to the applicant to include it with his application to us.
But Terry should have had a green card in his file. Whether or not he brought it with him is, he didn't know that.
Again, it wasn't for Carrie to prove that Mr. Beitler should have had that information when he signed for that document.
Right.
But I don't think we asked him what day he received it.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Mhm.
What did he say?
That was when he talked about the delays in the mail, the volume of mail, the COVID circumstances and so forth.
Yeah, the things were delayed 2 years and all that happy stuff. No.
Mhm. So there was no direct answer to that question.
And so, I mean, even without getting into that part with the mail delay and whatnot, his own word says that he got an assessor's decision dated September 14th.
Mhm.
Right.
The enclosed letter
Which is
says
impossible.
October 21st. That's enough right there. I mean, Mr. Beitler just has too many errors on just that application alone.
Marion? I think Tammy has nailed it exactly right. We've got multiple applications with multiple errors of dates and amounts and circumstance and submission that, it's not for the Board of Assessment of Review to organize an applicant's submission. It's got to be correct, and it's going to be correct on its face. And if it's not correct on its face, then it should be denied. We're not to go out.
Wait a minute, back up again. Not for the board to, what was the next word?
Organize.
The applicant's submission.
Correct.
I mean, at one point, we had two separate applications, two different applications, and I only have one. So
I hate to tell you, but I had 3.
Oh, geez. So which one's correct?
Well, I threw the first one back, right off. I told them no.
So I think that we have to include some sort of finding of fact that says that this appellant supplied 3 separate applications, of which are all different. Right, have different facts on them.
Stabbing at what date he should have it at. Because, the major thing that I was throwing it out on was the fiscal year and the year of the tax.
Right.
Okay, so what's the first one we want?
Application filed after 60 days.
Yep.
And that's based on the application we decided to use, which was the one with the corrected April 1st, 21 to 2020. But it's just.
I just wrote application filed more than 60 years. Yeah. Application filed more than 60 days after denial. Number 2.
The year in which the abatement was requested should read April 1st, 2020, and at least my application reads 2021. And that's just if we're sticking to dates. If we're walking down the application, then we want to make sure that we include that Mr. Beitler's opinion, owner's opinion of value, was different than what was written on the application. I'm not sure if where we're going with this, if we're just going to hang our hats on the dates.
I think.
But we did discuss that.
No, in both my applications, I've got different amounts on them.
And he said
really?
2,045,000.
Right. And then there's going to be a third one at this hearing.
My mind is it just that we need to stop at that first stop sign that says that we have multiple applications, incorrect dates, and that we can't judge any further because we don't have consistent information.
Right.
And be done.
I feel like.
Y'all are saying all kinds of good stuff and I can't write that fast.
Gosh, you can rewind it and listen.
Okay, so far I've got, the first one is application is filed more than 60 days after denial. Second one, year requested reads 2021, should read reads 2020, should read 2021.
No.
Um,
Opposite.
Other way?
Yep.
I would even strike that.
Okay, we don't like that one?
I would keep the one findings of fact that the application was not timely and vote.
Okay, application is not timely filed. Okay, application was not timely filed. Then application was filed more than 60 days after denial. Do we need both?
Yeah.
Because I mean, basically they say the same thing.
On the same thing.
Whatever. Then the appellant requested a different assessment from what was on the application.
I would ignore that.
I would too.
Happened while we were still in session. Do we need to document that?
But so did all the recognizing of all those other date errors. So if you're gonna,
Right.
you're either gonna hang your hat on that it wasn't filed timely and leave it at that, or you're gonna include,
Okay.
need to include the other errors and dates that were brought forward and include that also the owner, as we were going through the abatement application, that the owner, his opinion of value was different than what was stated on the application. So it's whichever road you want to go down.
I think the easier road, I would amend the first findings of fact. So based on the information presented, the application was not timely.
Was that September 14th date on all the applications we received?
Yes,
Say again, please.
on the two I have, yes.
Was the application of September 14th on all the applications we received?
Yes. The September 14th on both copies I have.
Okay, so I feel better about your amending that, Jim, because
Based on info presented.
and then at that point, I have to agree with the first part of what Tammy said, because how can we go any further with that and include other information if we really should stop there?
I don't think we need to go further.
So I basically have one finding of fact.
And it's not for us to, I'm asking a question, I'm not making a statement, but it's not for us to have anything that would be the proof that it wasn't timely filed. Because if somebody's looking at September 20th and they're saying, but he applied, within time, if you look at that, right? Or
Yeah, but
no,
then
he
you
would,
would
oh,
have-
that's
No,
right,
it's
he would
worse.
not. That's
Okay,
right.
so do we
September.
need
It's worse.
something about he didn't receive, or the denial letter from the town was not written until October,
I
so
mean,
he couldn't have received it in September. We need to adjust that.
No,
I got a no from Lauren, I got a yep from Murph.
I'm agreeing with Lauren.
Oh, okay,
Yep, Lauren's right.
yep, Lauren's right, okay. Anybody disagree with Lauren? Good, everybody's, okay, so I've still got one. Yeah, based on the information presented, the application was not timely filed.
So
Therefore, Final decision based on the finding of fact is for the town.
Or
Mm.
application denied.
Application denied.
Application denied, not finding for either or.
Right.
Okay, application, based on the information presented, the application was not timely filed. Therefore, the application is denied. Do I need to? We don't have for the appellant or for the town because
No.
we didn't hear it.
That's right.
Motion to adjourn?
So moved on your motion, on your findings?
Oh, and, oh yeah, do we want, do we want to approve the? Thank you, Mr. Murphy.
You're welcome.
I'll second it.
Thank you. All in favor? 7 hands. Okay. Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Everybody second? Everybody go bye-bye. All in favor? Bye.
Bye.
We get to do this again. I don't know when.
That's okay.
It's okay.
Thank you,
work.
everybody.
We have
Thank you.
not even contacted the people. It'll be Cushing. Garnett Robinson.
Right.
Is the assessor there. And these
Should
are
we be
also,
discussing this with people listening in? Right, so,
We're just letting them know.
yeah, our applicant.
but I'm going to be notifying them.
Yep.
In a few weeks of when to get their documents in. So we're not talking anything about the topic because I have no idea about the topic anymore.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you
I'll-
very much.
Okay, bye.
You.
Bye.